charge interest too. Mama don't get the interest. The mama don't get the interest.
Damn.
Okay.
Yo, do you want to answer this last question before we go?
Go for it.
They like to hit you with this every once in a while. Dalvin Knight says Lonzo, Dre, and Yella said you never paid them during World Class Wrecking Crew. Interesting.
You know what, Delvin? This is one I've been going back and forth with God knows how long. Delvin,
oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, we didn't make a lot of money as World Class Wrecking Crew. We might have been at one point in time we probably get about $4 or $5 grand a night at the most. Okay. By the time you take out managers and hotels or whatever the case may be, everybody might have got $1 grand on the weekend and come back home. Okay. I have witnessed this too many times, and this is something with the way brothers spend money nowadays ain't nothing new. And this is the podcast to understand. When I've always been a responsible cat with my money. I'm gonna tell you this is a true story. We got our CBS check. Before we got our CBS check, everybody had to have a new medallion. Everybody wanted new costumes. Everybody wanted a new medallion. And we had just signed a deal. They gave us like 10 grand to sign the deal. And they said, we're gonna pick y'all up in the first quarter of the year with the other 90 after you make the album. So when we did the album, they gave us the money. Everybody was entitled to $13,000. But they knew they had $13,000 coming. So they started borrowing money from me. 50, 100, 300, 400, whatever the case may be. And I'm keeping a record. In fact, that record, that book, that receipt book is in the, I sold a receipt book to a college, an archive college, a library, a hip hop library, because I didn't want anybody that book to disappear. And something happened to me. Nobody knows what this book represents. Okay. In this book, there's carbon copies of O'Shea Jackson, Andre Young, Antoine Carabee of borrowing money, and was a running tab of how much money they had borrowed from me. Of all the guys, YELLA had borrowed. He got it wasn't even a borrow. He got the least advance. Okay, he might have been in me for $2,500. Shakespeare may have been $2,500. Dre was in me for like damn near $4 grand because Dre went through money like it was water. Okay, they had to have, and when we finally got the check, everybody said, "Hey man, just give me 5,000 and give me a check every week till this money run out." The day I gave them the 5,000 on a Monday, let's just say for time purposes, on Tuesday, my house looked like the 5 heartbeats when everybody pulled up in new cars. YELLA already had a Porsche. I'm sorry. Dre already had my RX-7. YELLA bought a Porsche, and Shakespeare bought a 280ZX. Everybody got a sports car in front of my house. Okay, YELLA already had a car. Shakespeare already had. Dre already had my RX-7. YELLA and Shakespeare bought sports cars. In front of my house, I got a BMW. Dre got an RX-7. YELLA got a 914 Porsche, and Shakespeare got a 280ZX. Okay, they paid cash for these cars because they didn't think about buying no credit. So now they broke again. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I bought me a car. I need some more money. Within 6 weeks, everybody was broke again. Lonzo, meanwhile, before Lonzo met Dre, Lonzo had a club. Lonzo had his own house paid for. Okay, Lonzo had credit. Lonzo had all kind of shit. So when Lonzo got his CBS money, Lonzo had a lot of credit that allowed him to buy the house that I'm sitting in right now before I got my CBS check. And I understand how this looked at one point in time, because I am older than all these guys, okay? YELLA and I are probably the closest one in age. But because now I moved from my house, my old house, to a new house, and I bought a BMW already, it looked like I made some serious come up. And I did, but I didn't. My cut on the CBS money was about 40 grand. Okay, we had a 60-40 deal. They got 45,000. We cut the album. I got the rest. Okay, I had to pay the lawyer. Blah 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 blah. This is business now. Do you understand that? We might want to end this conversation right now. Some things is deductible, and you got to get your money back home. So they got broke so fast. And it always looked like I had more money than they did, because I did. Because I had money before I met them. I ain't never been broke. I ain't never been broke. So when people ask him for something, or Lonzo ain't paid me, Lonzo ain't paid me. Lonzo paid you, you blew your money. You spent your money someplace else. But I was a scapegoat. I was always a scapegoat. It wasn't that they never got paid. It's just they got paid, they got spent it so damn fast. Because at some point in time, this cat's still making this move, making this mistake today. They think that the shit ain't gonna never stop. People always think the shit's gonna last forever. It don't last forever. $200,000 chains, it don't last forever. Bentleys, it don't last forever. Ferraris, it don't last big ass houses. So while you getting it, you ain't doing, you having a good time, and everybody understand. Everybody, if I'm 28, everybody else's shit, YELLA might be 24. Everybody else's, Dre is a teen, Shakespeare might be 23, 24. So you give a 24-year-old person who would live with their mama $5,000 and $400 a week, and we ain't got no job. We ain't going nowhere. So they just burn through the money. So yeah, man, they're always gonna say that. They're always gonna say that. But I know different. And like I said, I had the book. I think it was Columbia University. I saw that book too. It was
in New York, right?
Yeah.
The hip hop, yeah.
Hip hop.
And N.W.A. Langune, or one of those, yeah.
I sold it. I keep forgetting the damn college name. Man. I think I don't think it was Columbia. But anyway, they came to me a couple years ago and asked me if there's anything I want to preserve. And that book was something I want to preserve, man, because it shows that I definitely paid these guys, and they just got their money so fast, and they nickel and dimed it away like so many people do, just like lottery winners do. But I was the fall guy, you know. And when you move from one house to another, I've always been a well-dressed cat. I've always been Lonzo, okay? And oh man, Lonzo got that big old house. Y'all ain't got nothing. All you guys is BMW. All you guys is Porsche. Oh man, you getting screwed. No man, Lonzo had a club before he met you niggas. Lonzo had 2 clubs. But by the time we had our CBS deal, I had 3 clubs. I had Dudos, even after dark, and Skateland. I had all that before I was 30 years old. And I had excellent credit, all before I was 30 years old. Didn't have my first house was paid for, all before I was 30 years old. I didn't have no car note, all before I was 30 years old. So, yeah, believe what you want to believe. I was there.
Broke that shit down. That's my dog, man. That's my dog. And not to mention the money you spent to bail Dre out of jail. How many times?
Man, I got Dre out of jail, I got him out of jail twice, okay? The third time, I said, man, you know what? I'm going to do like my daddy told me. My daddy said, boy, you're going to jail at some point in time. Oh, I really said, he said, yeah, this is California. You're going to go to jail. I'm going to come get you out 2 times. Third time, I'm going to let you sit there because either you ain't learned nothing or you must like it. And it's the same thing. Dre was getting tickets every week. And a lot of them tickets, the first time I got him out, we had something to do, and he had to pay me my money back. Now, if you were going to get people out of jail and loaning money for hotels and got money to do that and they ain't getting your money back, that's on you. Okay, we cool, but bruh, it's 3 against 1. I'm going to go broke fast, quick, fast, and in a hurry. It's 3 against 1. And I'm already people at my house eating on a regular basis. Okay, they bring electricity, studio running. Dude, come on, man. I didn't have at that time. I wasn't married. A lot of the girls they over here with my house. Okay, so I didn't charge you for no shit like that. But I'm just saying, I did a lot for folks, but people only tell you the bad shit. People don't tell you the good shit.
See, this is hip hop, and this is why I'm staying over time to actually ask you these questions. But real quick,
people don't tell you the good shit. Every time I bought an 8 piece of chicken, it was 2, 2, and 2. Sometimes we'd be so broke, we had to buy a pastrami sandwich, cut that motherfucker into 4 pieces.
Did you charge them for studio? Did you charge them for studio time to? Did you charge them to record like Boys in the Hood or anything like that?
I charged Eazy studio time, yeah.
Okay.
He went on my label.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool. But Dre and all that they got.
Okay.
I'm assuming Dre and them got special privileges and things like that.
Oh, no. Dre, come on, man. Dre gave away more studio time than I ever collected from him. He gave away more studio time. That's why everybody was here. Everybody was here because Dre was giving away studio time. I couldn't get no money out. Only person I can get money out of, and because I was understanding, easy. Dre went to jail, not me. Okay? When you push record, I need to get my money. Okay, and that's real talk, folks. That's real talk.
There it is,
yeah,
man. We went over time, but it was worth it.
You're going to hear all kinds of stories, man. Again, even then, I had people back then that fell out with me back then. The Uzi brothers fell out with me because they didn't understand the game. And they all came back, man, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay? Because understand this. I know we got to wrap up, but nobody taught us the game. We was blind as a motherfucker trying to figure our way through this shit. We didn't hear about publishing until we got to CBS. We didn't know nothing about writers till we got to CBS. By that time, we was pretty much over with. Okay? When we got to CBS and left, we stayed together another year and it was done. Okay? So, you know, I owned the label. Yes, I did. And when I sold records, I broke people off just like everybody else did. Just like I did at the club. We had a successful event. Here you go money, here you go money, here you go money. It wasn't broke down to a statement. It wasn't no statement, nigga. Here you go 300, here you go 300, whatever the case may be. Man, do you realize there wasn't no computers back then?
Exactly.
Wasn't no QuickBooks back then.
Paper, yeah.
Wasn't no QuickBooks. You know, people forget. We talk about the 80s, man. We're not talking about no. I remember the first time I even heard of a accounting program. It was called Peachtree, and you had to know fucking computer science to use the son of a bitch. Okay.
Damn.
So wasn't no QuickBooks. You know, you had to, if you want to do something. Makota didn't have no accounting system. He just gave us a check. Okay. It was like that, dude. And I took out my cut and I gave them their money. Okay. I'm the label. Now here's the part that may not feel right, but it was hey, I'm the label owner and I get a fourth. I'm part of the growth. You might not like it, but that's business. Okay. Yes, I'm the label owner, but I'm also a member of the group. So I still get a cut of I still get 1/4 of the overall money.
And Dalvin Knight, who is seeming to be a troll from some of the things he's posting, probably doesn't understand Business 101, probably never took a college course on Business 101. I'm just going to guess that, so that's probably why he doesn't. After Alonzo broke it down perfectly, he still doesn't understand it. Hey, but anyway, man, let's you can't help everybody, dog.
I can't fix stupid. I can't fix stupid.
All right, man, let's wrap it up. My wife is looking at me. She got dinner downstairs. Man, what's coming up on Thursday?
Much love, folks. All right, folks, we're about to here. We're about to roll out Dusty. Much love to you. See you next week.
Always.
All right, folks, from the West Coast to the East Coast and everything between, folks. Thank y'all for watching the show tonight. I appreciate it. Hope you learned something. Hope you learned something from a historical standpoint and from a personal standpoint. In the meantime, folks, this is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop. We out of here, and I'll see y'all Thursday. Come on back, holler with me. I got the background singers of West Coast hip hop and more coming with me. Tracy, Mona Lisa, and some other young ladies. It's gonna be an interesting show. The damn show will be cute. Anyway, folks, I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.